Good afternoon, SYBSc student. Today we are going to discuss on the botany paper first, semester first, BO 231, taxonomy of angiosperm and plant ecology, chapter second, systems of classification. In last lecture, we already discussed about the introduction to taxonomy, and today we are going to concentrate on different systems of classification. The taxonomy is, broadly speaking, it is identification, nomenclature, classification and distribution or discussion of the plants. That is, it is the mother branch which is used for the purpose of the classification of the plants of the various disciplines. So, it is as compared to the other fields, the taxonomy is the queen of science, or it is the oldest branch which is developed for the purpose of the classification and the organization of the various diverse form of living organisms. To understand the characters of the plants, especially the evolutionary relationship between them, that is, the similarities and differences, those are present there. It can be discussed by the classification of the plants. So, the arrangement of the plants in the groups or subgroups is called as the classification. Broadly speaking, the arrangement of plants into groups and subgroups is called as classification. That is, when we are going to classify the plants, then classification starts from ranks and ending of the taxonomies. There are the different types of the ranks. Rank starts from the division, subdivision, then class, then subclass, then order, then series, then order, then family, and then genus. So, these are the different types of the ranks. When we are going to classify the plants, these are the different types of the ranks. Suppose there is the division, that is the division angiosperm. So, this division the division is the phanerogam, subdivision is the angiosperms. So, the phanerogams is the main rank, and then it belongs to, or it get again classified, or it goes towards the different types of the ranks, or below to that there are the different types of the ranks are there, that is the tags are there. So, it is when the plants are classified, for that they are arranged by certain ranks. So, for the identification of the plants, the maximum possible characters are taken under consideration. This is the way of the today's classification. But what happens, that is, at the time or previously, or at the previous time when the anatomical study was not there, or plants were not properly studied, then what happens, only limited information was taken under consideration, and they are trying to classify the plants on the basis of limited character, 1 to 2 character, or the very few characters, and on the basis of that the plants were classified. But today the plants are classified on the basis of all possible characters. So, maximum characters are taken under consideration, that is the not only the color of the organ is not considered, but maximum characters, that is the aestivation is considered, then their phylogeny is considered, then again the placentation is considered, then anatomy is considered, then these all possible characters are taken under consideration and then plants are classified. A system of classification is particular way of delimiting and arranging taxonomic group. So, taxonomy reflects the totality of similarities and differences between group of similar form. Means whether the plants are classified, then first of all the newly identified or newly isolated, newly found the plants, they are compared with the previous plants and then the similarity is checked, similarity is compared, and again if there are the certain differences, then these differences indicates that this group is the different from the others or from the previous, and so it forms its own group. So, these are the way of classification of the plants, that is taxonomy. Broadly speaking, taxonomy is identification, nomenclature, classification and description of the plants or the organisms. The taxonomy in taxonomic botany, many systems of classification have been proposed to classify the plants. These systems, there are the three systems of classification of the plants, that is first of all artificial system of classification of the plants, which was proposed by the Carl Linnaeus. What artificial system indicates? That is, name itself indicates that artificial system is what? The name itself indicates that the system was proposed by the Carl Linnaeus on the basis of 1 to 2 characters, only few characters, and these few characters are taken under consideration and they are trying to give the system of classification. But what happens here? In the artificial system of classification, due to the few characters, this system was rejected. Why? Because there were only few characters. For example, they have been taken under consideration the few characters, means what? Only 1 to 2 characters, that is color of the flower, for example, the color of the flower or number of the stamens. So, number of the stamens or color of the flower, these are the not a more characters, only few characters are there, and it becomes very difficult to classify the plants on the basis of such type of the characters or such type of the limited characters. So, this system of classification was rejected. Then after that, the natural system of classification, which was second system of classification, is the natural system of classification, which was proposed by the well known scientists Bentham and Hooker. By taking the efforts of for the purpose of classification about 25 years, and they are taken under consideration the all possible characters. They have been select the maximum characters of the plants. Maximum character in the sense, they concentrate on the morphology, they concentrate on the anatomy, they concentrate on the genetical materials, and because of that the maximum characters are taken under consideration, that is anatomy is considered, morphology is considered, and all possible characters are taken under consideration, and they have been proposed the natural system of classification. This system is accepted throughout the world because this system have the maximum character, and this system is accepted because for the purpose of classification of the plants throughout the world, their congress is taken congress is held by the ICBN, and then this system of classification was considered as a proper system of classification, and for the purpose of theory as well as the practical, this system is taken under consideration for the plant classification, and this system is known as the well known system of classification, which is known as the natural system of classification, because this system have the maximum characters. And now this system is used throughout the world, and on the basis of that, the throughout the world different types of the plants have the one and the same name to avoid the classification. So this system is used for that, and this is the proper system. Then the third system of classification is the phylogenetic system of classification, which was proposed by the Engler and Prandtl. Phylogenetic system of classification. What is phylogenetic system of classification? That is this system of classification, that is phylogeny means what? This is the evolutionary system is there. Evolutionary means what? That is one form of the plant may develops from the other, or modification of the organ may takes place from the previous one. So this system indicates that the something may happens from the previous plants, but for that there is the not a proper evidences are found there. So this system of classification, that is phylogenetic system of classification, are not used, and out of these three systems, the natural system of classification is used as a proper system for plant identification and the plant classification. Then comparative account of the various system of classification, that is classification is nothing but the grouping of an organism on the basis of the similarities those are found in the organism comparatively, and differences those are found in between them or in them. In plants there are the thousands of forms are reported throughout the world. So what happens? It is very difficult to study such type of the all forms of the plants. So for that there is the need of the classification of the plants, forming the groups of the plants or making their separate groups. So these plants or these forms have the variation, and this variation is need to classify. So this variation or diversity is found in the plants, that is when we compare the different forms of the plants. Suppose when we take the example of the Spirogyra, which is the green algae, that is it belongs to the Chlorophyta. So Spirogyra is the very small plant, which is the aquatic, that is freshwater algae. So it is very small, and when we compare this plant, that is small plant, that is small thallus, that is Spirogyra, when we compare these two, that is when we compare this plant with the large plant, that is the ficus plant, Ficus bengalensis, that is which is known as the banyan tree. When we compare these two, there is the variation, there is the diversity. So as like that, various plants or so many plants have the diversity in their appearance, in their reproduction, in their habit, in their habitat. So it becomes very difficult to study, and for that there is the need of the classification of the plants. So if such plants are not properly classified, so it may create the confusion about the taxonomic study. What is taxonomy? Just like I told you, taxonomy is the identification, this classification, nomenclature and description. So classification is the one of the criteria from the taxonomy. So to make the taxonomic study convenient for researchers, for scientists, for workers in plant taxonomy, there is need of the classification of the plants. So there must be, or we must be concentrate on the proper classification of the plants. So that the classification is very important and essential for the study of the classification or for study of the plants for researchers. That is, if somebody wants to be collect the information about the plants, that is the researchers, scientists, workers, or even the students of the botany. So there is the need of the classification of the plants in the variation, and so that the system of classification was proposed by the different scientists. On the basis of different criteria, systems of classification are broadly classified as the 4 systems. Just like to do the artificial system of classification, which was proposed by the Carl Linnaeus. Natural system of classification was proposed by the Bentham and Hooker. Phylogenetic system of classification, which was proposed by Engler and Plantel, and molecular system of classification, which was proposed by the different groups of the workers. So these are the different systems of classification which helps for the classification of the plants, identification of the plants, and giving the names to the plants. So for the purpose of that, there are the different types of the ranks, and these ranks and the taxa names are helpful for plant classification, and it avoids the confusion about the plants. So these systems of classification, or these are the various systems of classification which was proposed by the different scientists, and then comparative account of these systems are taken under consideration. They are compared, and after that the natural system of classification was considered as the useful system of classification, which was used throughout the world, which was accepted throughout the world, because this system have all possible character, and this system was proposed by the George Bentham and J.D. Hooker, and this system is nothing but the natural system of classification which was proposed by these scientists. So this is sufficient for today. Thank you very much. So stay home, stay safe, and have a good day.